it's Jona, and I cannot even tell you how excited I am to finally be talking all about Lemonade Mouth. Welcome to DCOMmentary, a series where I talk all about Disney Channel original movies and series and just tell you a little history about them, some fun facts, and my experience with them. This one was big for me, Lemonade Mouth. It premiered on April 15th, 2011 to 7 million viewers, including DVR playback, including me. I watched the premiere, and this movie meant so much to me and truly revolutionized my life, which sounds super dramatic, but it's so true. More on that later. It was based on a 2007 book, which I have read, by Mark Peter Hughes. He actually makes a cameo in a bee costume at the Halloween bash, so I'm gonna have to watch again and look out for him because I feel like I didn't know that, or if I did, I forgot. Something that I thought was really sweet and really cool is that a local premiere was held in his hometown of Wayland, Massachusetts, and it was broadcast live by the town public access station by local students. That's so sweet. The Lemonade Mouth screenplay was written by April Blair. It was directed by Patricia Riggin, and you know his name, I've mentioned him so many times. Christopher Scott was the choreographer, and he did such a wonderful job. I guess what he would do is ask the actors, okay, so what do you want to do? Where would you like to take the character? And I think that's really special, and I admire that. Lemonade Mouth starred Bridget Mendler, Haley Kiyoko, Naomi Scott, Blake Michael, Adam Hicks, Tisha Campbell-Madden, Nick Rue, Chris Brochu, Scott Takeda, and Christopher McDonald. It was announced in 2010 as an upcoming musical franchise, and it began filming that August in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which always makes me think of High School Musical. 4 different schools were used for the Mesa High scenes, which is why that school looks like the coolest school ever. The process for this movie, similar to others I've mentioned before, started in the recording studio. That's where the band really met and bonded, and they recorded those iconic songs. When I say these songs are iconic, I mean they're iconic. I still listen to them to this day in my regular music rotation. Not a Disney playlist, not a Disney Channel playlist, not any special playlist, in my actual music. Determinate, She's So Gone, those are probably my 2 favorites. Somebody, Turn Up the Music, Breakthrough. Honestly, all of the songs except for Mudslide Crush. I'm sorry, Mudslide Crush, I've just never been into your music. But all of the Lemonade Mouth songs are just so good. They're so good, and they don't age. They're still good today. Honestly, Determinate gets me so excited about life. You just put that on and I'm ready to go. And She's So Gone is a masterpiece, truly. Anyway, I found a lot of fun facts about Lemonade Mouth, which was truly exciting to me. Naomi and Nick hid snacks under the bleachers for, between takes, which I think is really resourceful, a great use of the environment. Naomi's last scene that she filmed was the scene where Charlie confesses his feelings to her, and she has a cold and she goes inside and explains things to her dad. What an emotional last scene. I would be a wreck. The actor that played Naomi's dad actually grew really close to her family and even visited them in London, which is so sweet. Adam and Blake made up the jingle for Rising Star. When Stella spits lemonade in Ray's face, a machine was used and placed behind Haley's head, and it wasn't lemonade. It was a green liquid that turned yellow when it touched the skin. Which doesn't sound suspicious at all. I'm sure it was fine. On a similar note, Haley has admitted that she doesn't like lemonade. Can you imagine your entire movie being based around something you really don't like and you have to drink it a lot? The cast gave each other nicknames. I love that. I love that they became close and became a real healthy band. A band that truly got along and brought out the best in each other. And thank goodness, because we wouldn't have Lemonade Mouth songs or the movie without that. So, maybe we would, but maybe it wouldn't be as good. The nicknames. Blake was Blaker Laker. Adam had 2. One of them was A-Money, and they didn't say what the other one was, so I'm curious about that. Bridget was Shrimpus. Haley was Schmuffin. Naomi was Banane. And Bridget, Haley, and Naomi even made actions for their nicknames. Now, I'm not sure what those actions were, but they would say Schmuffin, Bake, Shrimpus, Swim, Banane, Peel. And that's just really funny. We talked about how my favorite Lemonade Mouth songs are Determinate and She's So Gone, but Bridget's favorite was Somebody, because she feels like it's really sweet and has a great message. It does. Filming Breakthrough was everybody's favorite day. I can imagine. Like, they were just being rock stars. How cool is that? You don't often get to just, like, be a rock star for a day. And what's really cool is that Blake and Naomi's brothers were in the audience. As a prank, the cast at some point got fake tattoo sleeves. That's a good prank. I feel like if you were like the makeup artist or the director or some sort of crew member that had importance on appearance, you would be like, oh my gosh, what did you do? For a split second. Like, I'm sure they knew they were fake after a second, but they had to have some panic. The incredible Lemonade Mouth soundtrack was released in April 2011 and peaked at number 4 on the US Billboard 200 and number 3 on the US Top Digital Albums. As it should. Determinate, one of my favorites, won a January award for Best iTunes Song. What a throwback! Best iTunes Song, Determinate. Best iTunes Song, Determinate. Lemonade Mouth also won an award for Favorite TV Movie in 2011. It was a poster award, which I've never heard of, but I'm glad it got. It was nominated for a Directors Guild of America award and a Motion Picture Sound Effects award. Pretty impressive. A sequel was announced to be in the works in the summer of 2011, but in 2012, Bridget revealed that Disney had felt that the first movie completed the story. Lemonade Mouth, oh. It really just, like, changed my life. I read online, somebody wrote that it has themes of honesty, integrity, empowerment, and self-expression, and it empowered me. This DCOM, I think more than any other DCOM or I don't know, like, maybe any movie ever, like, really just, like, touched my heart and my soul. And I, like, saw myself in it, which was super cool. At the time, I was a freshman, I think, in high school. And I went to this really, like, sports-focused school. And, like, clearly, I'm not a sports person. I never was. I always hated gym class from the youngest time I ever had gym class. I just had nothing to offer in a way that was valuable to this school, and I dealt with like bullying and a lot of terrible times. I was very focused on the arts and theater and being creative, and I felt like that really just was not celebrated. And it was really unfortunate and really made me sad. But then this movie came along and I felt so empowered and so inspired to just like be myself and express myself and just like celebrate my quirkiness and my weirdness and my creativity and all that I can bring to the world. Even though it wasn't what my school and peers deemed valuable, it was super valuable, and I think I'm awesome. This movie made me feel awesome. I thought Stella was so cool. She had that Question Authority t-shirt that she like got in trouble for and had to cover up. Dress codes are weird. And I was always somebody, and still am somebody, that's like very by the book, follows all the rules, but like I don't know, like I thought that was really cool, like the confidence that she had and the way that she just was like, hey, I'm gonna question authority. Like, I really admired that. I really admired Bridget overcoming her shyness and really just like showing her talent. That was so cool. Like, they were all so cool. And like, I wanted to be like them. And I think that's what makes this movie so special, at least to me, just the role models that it has. And yeah, like, they get in trouble and they go to jail for a second, but like, for standing up for what they believe in and for questioning like the status quo, High School Musical. I don't know, like, I don't even know like how to put it into words. It was so impactful for me. It made me feel so powerful and so inspired and so myself. And when I think about Lemonade Mouth, that's the feeling it gives me. It just came at a time where like I was being like crushed by this school, and I was actually about to transfer to a performing arts high school. And it just made me even more excited for that and for like creative freedom. And I've always kind of like wanted to talk about Lemonade Mouth and the impact that it had on me on this channel, but like I never really made sense to just be like, hey everybody, let's talk about Lemonade Mouth. And so like when I made this series, part of the reason was just to be able to talk about Lemonade Mouth. I would honestly just truly and honestly love to hear any experiences that you had with Lemonade Mouth and how it affected you personally. I feel like there's so much to take away from this movie, and it holds up, and it's just It's so special. It's so good. And I'm so glad they made it. I just will never, ever, ever, ever forget the feeling that I had watching it for the first time and being like, oh my gosh, these people are like me, and look at what they're doing. Look at what they're accomplishing. Those characters, they felt so real. And then that summer, I read the book, and I just felt like the coolest person ever reading this book and learning more about the world of Lemonade Mouth. It's just such a positive part of my past, really. I love you all. Stay beautiful, you people. Bye!